afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from the host ImperialDane, Master Propaganda here of Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here today siding 1 versus 1 on the Holotny Farmer. Between the west we got ImperialDane fighting for the Wehrmacht, Deutschland, and the 1 and 12th Panzer Brigade. Versus these we got Brothers Dimon fighting here for America, freedom, democracy, and the 1st Armored Division. Leading a hit there for America into Germany, at least turning to the end there with the Panzer Brigade here, blocking the way somewhere in the Alsace-Lorraine region. We've got here encirclement, mobile defense, and elite troops with bulletins for stormtroopers, Stugs, and Panzerfaust. With here armor company, heavy cavalry, and tactical support with infantry bulletins there for Dimon. Double reaction stop over here, and also note quick to sort of lay down tank traps for cover. And also wiring them off there, pretty sort of sharp and shall we say, consistent movement. In these cases, consistency can be quite a great aid. Though, of course, in some sense, it does slow a bit more progress in capturing territory. In the end, it might give an advantage further down the road of the fighting. At the same time, note, I'm going for a lot of Pioneers, MG42s. I'm skipping Tier 1 in this case. At this point, I've mostly come to the conclusion that Wehrmacht Tier 1 is not very competitive. I don't feel it's very strong compared to just rushing for Tier 2. It just doesn't feel very good. So in this case, using both Pioneers to get off the bat, sort of grab territory. In this case, prepare the compartment here, as I like to call it, with some barbed wire sandbags. Moving up MD42 further here as well. Another MD42 on the way. So with this, I get sort of more pushing power in a sense. Of course, I'll be lacking the Pantherfaust. In fact, I might not even need the Pantherfaust bullet to probably should replace it. Which does mean I'm a bit vulnerable to sort of early vehicles, but the only one I really have to worry about that from are the Soviets or an American player who has mechanized, and Dimon's not got that. So in that sense, I'm reasonably safe here. Wrapping in court here, trying to flank up. In this case, the Pioneers joining in. Pretty much holded that little attempt there around the MD42. Resistance pushed back in the north with the MP40s of the Pioneers, and a 3rd Pioneer squad on the way, which will, again, give me a little sort of capturing power here in the early game. Got 2 rifles with a mortar on the way there for Dimon. Pioneers think about their further preparing wire. In this case, I'm going to sort of set up here sort of a perimeter for the MD42, basically ensuring any rifleman trying to attack the MD42 can't just beeline for it. In that case, you know, one of your best defense against an aggressive player with aggressive infantry is barbed wires, and if then sort of not denying cover, but denying straight lines of attack, because again, they'll want to move in a straight line against you. If you can prevent them from moving in a straight line, you've got yourself a fat advantage. Well, not a fat, but a decent advantage, and it's something I think which is overlooked. In fact, I'll be doing something the same here in case I have to defend up here. You know, lay down barbed wire, preventing a straight line of attack, or at least sort of a bit more cautiously, or funnel them into small kill zones. Pioneers moving through the south here. At the same time, taking up here for the Wehrmacht. Mortar moving up here, the M1 there. Very popular, of course, with Americans as of late. Rifle moving up there, preparing for a push towards the center. MD42 covering as well. And again, we can see a barbed wire there. So again, making it harder for him to just sort of beeline for it, or taking any sort of paths here. For example, attacking for it is going to be a lot more difficult. And attacking for here is certainly also going to be tricky. Same here. And just, well, not here, but even then, that's also going to take him a longer path, which the MD42 can then spot and deal with. Although it could additionally also lay down a strip of barbed wire here, further blocking off that angle of approach. I mean, there's a lot of options there. Pioneers of us rifle up next, close with the Pioneers, and the rifle are quickly suffering losses there. 3 men lost already. Pioneers moving up, have suffered 2 losses as well, and then proceeding to lay down S-mines around here in a few moments. And the Pioneers moving up here. And there we go. Note why I'm putting it down. I'm putting it right by the sort of bend here, so you can't actually see the S-mine field until he actually walks into it. In most cases, it comes through here. And right there, kills another pair of re-echelons. So those Pioneers have already paired themselves off quite handsomely, though they're close to getting wiped out there. More tank traps. Again, he loves his tank traps. He really loves setting up cover there for him that way. And again, that level of consistency is nice to see from a player. We might like to make a nice comment here. Finally going up, rushing ahead for that. Pioneers are going to need some reinforcement. And what we have going on here, we have the captain, again, pretty standard play there from Dimon, rapidly holding up the MD42, suppressing them and pushing them back. With a 2-2 on the way there, I liked it, Panzer Speerwagen. Though technically, Panzer Brigades were actually not really high on reconnaissance or artillery, so they were more sort of attack formations, very aggressive formations, by the way. sort of two types of Panzer brigades. You had the early brigades, from 100 to 109, and then 110 beyond that. I think there's only 3 or 4 more of that though, like 111, 10, 12, and possibly 13, I don't know. But basically sort of slightly less well equipped in some sense. On the other hand, they had sort of bigger infantry elements and a bit more varied armour. Points have been grabbed, mortar there. Observing the Pioneers advance right there, firing down from around the church position. 2-2 moving ahead here. For Deutschland, second on the way here, basically go for the 2-2s, not a pack 40, because, well, overall feel the 2-2s, while in some ways struggle a bit with the Stuart, at the same time they can more easily contain it compared to a pack 40, which is a lot more static, and over that way allows, you know, the American player to constrain you a lot more using a simple Stuart. With the 2-2 can actually contest it a bit. It's not easy on a map like a lot of the Famma though, with its much more narrow space. The 2-2-2s do struggle a bit more, since it's a lot harder for them to flank the Stuart. If they can get behind the Stuart, begin hitting the rear armor though, they can easily do a lot of damage to the Stuart. So it's a bit sort of tricky here with the Stuart, and it's not something I'd recommend for anyone. But personally, I do prefer the 2-2s, since it does give me a lot more freedom of movement in a sense compared to a pack 40, which again, while packing a lot more punch, is also a lot more static. Pioneers in the south engaged progression, 2-2 moving in there. Second one following up as well here. Rifle advancing. And MD42 slightly shifting about here to avoid mortar fire there. More rifle in there. 4 Dimon for place once. There go recently engaged here with the 2-2 in the south. No sign of a Stuart here yet for those 4 Dimon and the first armoured. Elite troops chosen, by the way. Could also gone for encirclement, but in this case rather went with the elite troops. And there you go. In fact, I'm going to follow up here on sort of the initial movement of the 2-2 to sort of get behind him. Stormtroops here, then sort of following up as another part of the assault here. Wiping out the mortar crew, by the way. And then getting a Panzer in case he gets a Stuart, because in this case, 2-2s supported by a Panzer are pretty decent. Following up with a concussive grenade. 2-2s breaking up here as well. Rifle catch by the concussive grenade. Captain moving out. Rifle taking quite a few hits there. Captain advancing, 2-2s forced to fall back. Pioneers like forgotten. Having moved, if I'd sort of been a bit sharp, I would also order an MD42 to then follow down here on an attack move. So, you know, move in and support from that angle, further applying pressure here during the attack. But nonetheless, Captain out in the open. Stuart almost down. In this case, though, what I do next is I actually ordered the 2-2s forward while the Stormtroopers draw the attack. But in this case, I'm actually pushing the Captain around with the 2-2s. Bazookas and Panzerschrecks need to stand still to fire the weapons. So if you actually got a vehicle pushing them around, they can't fire the anti-tank weapons. Little fun fact here. Rifle moving about here. And this is actually where I make a mistake. I move up my 2-2s close to the rifle with the anti-tank rifle and allowing them to disable it. And as that happens, Stuart arrives. So right now, I got overconfident, and Dimon is quick to punish, and of course the Stuart is really good at punishing. Doing some damage there, but overall lost the 2-2 Stormtroopers. They're close to being wiped out as well here. Stuart, though, is down to half health, so it won't be immediately able to follow up really heavily. Sadly, I don't have any telemines either down, and was overall just late to sort of follow up here on the attack. Right there, again, mistake there, but that was sort of more of a spontaneous idea thing. But still, it would have been great if I could follow up with more elements to the attack there after the initial success of the Stormtroopers combined with the 2-2s. And also, I wasn't able to get the mortar there. That would also have been great. Captain engaging the Pioneers here, pushing them rapidly back there. Sending them running away. And there you go, grabbing the point there. MD42 hanging back here still. I could also try to push that one forward to get attacked from the north. Again, several options there. A bit too passive with my machine guns, which is always something as a Wehrmacht I always find a bit dangerous. At the moment, Wehrmacht defensive play is generally a bit of an oxymoron at the moment, since you generally don't have the numbers, and the increased amount of firepower on the Allies means it's generally a very risky idea. So offensive play, I feel, tends to be more rewarded, though it is also quite risky, again due to smaller numbers. But still, the 2-2 and the Stormtrooper, the Panzerschreck, I do think things that to threaten them with. Also getting G43s to increase the anti-infantry. There's one option here, benefit of going for elite troops. You can also further increase the anti-infantry of your Panzerschreck team here by the G43s. MD42 Stormtroopers moving ahead there, 2-2s hanging back, waiting for something. And in fact, I'll be trying to sort of attack through here in the north, get through here, and attack here rather than trying to attack through here. Then again, might have been a clever idea to actually attack both ways. I could also here consider taking back for a mortar to lay down a smoke screen before the attack, smoking that way the churchyard, for example, which he uses for the captain of the bazooka. That's generally what we're seeing here. As for Dimon, mortar there sort of firing away. Troops healing, reinforcing. He's going for the weapon racks here, so BARs and bazookas on the way. No huge surprises there. Doctrinally, though, he's yet to sort of really make any choices. No sign of armor company, heavy cavalry, or tactical support. Doctrinally, I mean, he could benefit from all three. I mean, heavy cavalry with sandbags, mines, rangers, combined arms, tactical support, half-tracks, light machine guns, calliopes, armour, has all uses on them. I mean, there's quite a few options. Stockton caught here by the tank traps there. 2-2's not quite enough to support. I should have probably waited here for some other elements and pulled up towards heavy cover. 2-2's ordered to engage vehicles. Again, then the Stewart firing away. Shots bouncing, rifle moving up here, trying to catch with a concussive grenade. Poor throw. 2-2's falling back, and I need to pull back the stormtroopers. Veteran 2 gains Stewart there, shoots, hits the cover. Captain moving up as well, 2-2 taking hits. Panther strike misses. Stormtroopers really need to get out, and there they go, retreat, and Stewart wipes 2. And then wipes, I think, the third one with the cracks or the rifleman get it. Overall there, that did not work out. I was too slow retreating them, but even then, with the Stewart there covering the retreat path, in fact, I was expecting to take that one. Well, that didn't very well work out there. And again, it highlights the sheer lethality of the Stewart. MG4 then 10 yard period now pops will help deal damage as the capture's going after the 222s. Sadly, one gets out there. Was a bit too awkward then getting them pulled out of the fighting. Captain the does suffer horrendously here to the MG42. Pushing the Rangers back. At the same time, though, another push here for the CoH point, trying to harass here Dimon as much as possible, deny him fuel flow while I'm getting more 222s to again further try and constrain the 222, but also bit his infantry, forcing the 222 to engage there. Another Stormtrooper squad here arriving to assist. In this case, to assist the Pioneers versus the Riflemen. And here, healing reinforcement. 222 slightly sort of trying to keep pressure up there. And Riflemen there engaging the Pioneers. He can't actually not because he's wired off that bit. He can't actually contest it. And there you go, quick Ladung on the Rifleman and wipe. Small victory for Deutschland. Small victory. Troops are healing, reinforcing as well. Pioneers push back, and they will likely not make it. And... ooh, can they make it? Nope. Sniped at the end there. Mortier caught out in the open. Not entirely sure what Dimon put it there. Might have been a misclick. Either way, the 222s are swiftly pouncing upon it and punishing the crew. Too bad I don't have XT1 to take advantage of it. Going here for the third 222. In this case, I'm just thinking I'm going to just go extra hard on the light scout cars and hunt down Dimon and the Steward and knock that thing out of the war. Hard. But the Panzer Brigades were sort of a response to the losses on the Eastern Front and the Western Front, loss of armaments on there. In that case, sort of attempt to rapidly create armoured formations. They could sort of strike back there. And they were primarily meant for the Eastern Front, but the vast majority of them fought only on the Western Front, which makes it rather interesting. Most of them, though, also didn't last very long before they basically sort of just disbanded or used to replenish other units. A few of them sort of got upgraded to other sort of full divisional status, and one was actually kept around there, I think even to 1945 there, as sort of reserve, and that's the 106th Panzer Brigade. After we about here, A mount on the way there for the M5, so it's gone for tactical support, rifling up the rear support. 222's engaging here. And I'll only too late realise there's there half tank, in which case I've already fully committed. 222 taking a lot of damage, but again also bouncing a lot of shots here. 222 down, bazooka's firing again, and the 222 here survives all of this. 3 222s firing away at it. Stewart survives thanks to a bit of other support here. Heading up for the air half check, I probably could have gotten it, but by the time again I had committed, it was too late, and now I'm actually in a pretty bad situation. I barely got any other units left. There's an air half check after me, although I'm working in a Panther Shrek there for the other Stormtrooper squad. And 10 Yarmouth Pigeons going up for the MG42 there to help damage the air half check, which is just within range. Though it is taking ages for them to reload it. And there we go, bit of damage there done, also free experience there for the MG42. Quick overdrive there, Stormtroopers, Panther Shreks far from ready, mortar going down the MG42, and in the north here, MG42 still remains. Also another bout here of incendiary piercing rounds, and in this case he's actually calling a strafing run on it. Which is surprisingly effective, actually. You wouldn't think that, but apparently aircraft are very good at clearing out infantry units or support weapons. Gott in Himmel, everybody's dead! Verdammte Jabos! Pioneers being pushed back here. Troops reinforcing. Healing. Support going up. In this case, you know, I had to take up, obviously. And I suppose with the loss of the 2-2s, that does give up more room there to actually get at some panzers to push back. But again, it does mean he's right now got a force advantage. Light armor, light vehicles, infantry though. While he has gone for the weapon racks, I don't think he's gone for actually any upgrades there. There's no BARs or bazookas out on his men. That's actually a bit of a miss. Most he might upgrade his captain with another bazooka. That's actually not even the case. So right now I'm quite on the back foot here until I can bring up a panzer, though I can do that pretty quickly. And that sends again my constant harassment here, forcing him to actually bring up more light vehicles. He's kind of working out to my advantage, to my favour. Though he is taking up himself actually, because he knows he can't call in a Pershing. So in that regard, Dimon there also playing sensibly. Stormtroopers moving out. Rifleman holding up the north here. But very much defensive play here. Desperately holding out until I can bring out a Panzer. And there we go. Panzer IV on the way here for the 1 and 12th Panzer Brigade. It was the second series that actually got Panzer IVs. The first series actually only had Panthers and Jagdpanzers for armour. Those later ones also got Stugs besides the Panthers and Panzer IVs. Little fun fact there. Pioneers being pushed back by Stewart and a half-track. Pioneers pushed back here by the captain. MD4 sitting up here. Reasons out in the open. Stormtroopers actually struggling here, I think, with the re-echelons. Mortar helping out quite a bit. And there we go, Major up for Dimon, opening up for armor down the road. Panther IV almost done here. Stormtroopers almost hit there by the mortar round. And a quick concussive grenade, in this case retreat, and the Stormtroopers end up stunning themselves. Ludwig, stop firing like that! But you ordered me to! Shut up! I don't like excuses that make me look bad! I mean... Panther IV with MD42 on the way there. The North going for the fuel point. MD42 coming up with Panther IV on the way as well. Rough here. Going for the centre. And there go Rapid Suppress. Panther IV moving up here to deal some damage as well for the fatherland. There go quickly gain some kills. Moving up, trying to crush there, and pins them right in the nick of time before the enter into neutral, telling them running here. Stewart moving up and flanking in the MD42. Pioneers going to get Stormtroopers on the run. Panther IV's going to need to move down there to deal with that. Pioneers being suppressed. Panther IV moving in, ordered only to fight vehicles there. Engage the Stewart, good hit. But there you go, stun rounds against the Panther IV. Stuns the Panther IV right in front of the captain of the church with a bazooka. Raining death down there against the Panther IV. One shot though bounces, fires, misses. Up north, the victory point needs to be grabbed. Back here, troops reinforcing, healing. Pearson's advancing. Bit of back and forth there, so sort of trying to engage the church, but at the same time, I don't want to get drawn into something else. There's some sort of slightly moving it back and forth there, perhaps a bit over-exaggerated, to be honest. Just been caught there, so they try to push forward. Captain be caught out in the open by the Panther IV. Most shots, though, either miss or don't really make much of a difference there. Shot in the A half-track. Rather than pushing for the munitions point in the north, though, we got MD42 moving ahead there. Captain up in the open, almost hit by his own mortar. Rockets flying against the Panther IV. Scheisse, Dieter! Back! Before we take another hit! You know, another push forward here with MD42 and Stormtroopers. Stewart there. Sending a rocket against it. We got an anti-tank here as well here for Dimon. Panther IV moving in. And there you go, infiltrating a Stormtrooper squad through the church. And pops behind here to pop a bun grenade on the anti-tank gun. Hopefully clearing it out. There we go. Mortar also suffers a minor loss. Stewart, they're almost soaked out here. Stormtroopers quickly popped back in the church before they get murdered there by the A half-track. Mortar, they're also in trouble. Half-track in trouble. We've got a Sherman on the way there. Right near being suppressed by the MD42. And half-track there. Over blitzes away there, but gets abandoned. I actually think it's destroyed there, by the way. But a lot of wreckage here, actually. And mostly German ones. Mortar there wiped out on retreat. Anti-tank is secure because, well, it actually shoots really fast, which means it's quite handy. Which is why I'm pretty much grabbing it there. Up north, MD42 pushing back the rifleman there. In fact, if I were to choose between a Pack 38, which more or less has the stats of the M1, or a Pack 40. I go for the Pack 38 because higher rate of fire means a lot bloody more against the Allies. I mean, that would actually make me go for an anti-tank gun versus the Steward, or the T-70.
Tank support is here. Sherman
Mortar recruit again, Captain firing their storms need to retreat, more moving ahead here to keep up pressure around the car point, again further denying fuel, but again Dimon in this case has been slightly sharper and actually set up a fuel cache at a slightly safer position. Shamna rolling out here for freedom and liberty. Sergeant Roberts moving ahead, then his tank, 50 car machine gun going up there in a few moments. And I'm falling back here since I've got no immediate to respond to besides the M1 here, so I'm trying to draw the Sherman into that. We're also trying to get my Panther 4 fixed up. And also follow up with a Sturmgeschütz. 3 Ausführung G. Early model though. The later model though had a few benefits, which included a coaxial machine gun and a remote controlled machine gun on top. Also better gun mantlet. Incendiary position I say against the captain. MT-42 they need to be careful. And mortar got cleared out again, it seems. Good for me, less good for him. And he's actually fixing up the half there again, which I thought was destroyed. If I had known that, I'd either try to steal it myself or wreck it. But again, I thought I'd destroy it, so I didn't even bother looking to check. Was it actually dead? And that was a mistake. That was a big mistake. By me. Panzer IV being fixed up. Stug there on the way. MD-42 being reinforced in the south here. Stormtroopers slowly moving ahead. Could consider, of course, sneaking in some regular Panzer Grenadiers, but I do like the Stormtroopers. Partly nostalgia from Company Heroes 1, admittedly. But also really like their assault rifle ability, and I suppose they also, this one has the detection ability, though I never really utilised that one. Well, I probably could have benefited from using it, to be honest. But there you go, Betty 2 on the Panther 4, Schützen added. Sandbags up to help defend the new northern musicians. Panther 4 this shooting against the Sherman. Stug moving hit down here, mortar being spotted. Stug hits a tree. And here having to down the deal with the Southern Stormtrooper squad. Which of course gave me quite a shock there. And there you go, got the mortar. In fact, wrecks the mortar. Nice shooting, Wilhelm. Danke, danke. I was aiming for the mortar tube. Show off. Pushing forward here again, Sherman gets good in the Panther 4 through the side armour. And we got an anti-tank in here out for Dimon here. Stug moving ahead, Stormtrooper supporting Pioneers. Anti-tank and following up MD-42 as well. Grab the other one, in fact moving up both machine guns to support. I'm really trying to make a big push here for the calf point. Sherman taking a few hits there, air half-check hidden behind here. And actually nice position there by Dimon. And Captain inside the house is about to collapse. I need to be careful. Stug anti-tank and firing. Bounces off the front line of the Stug there, a rare occurrence. Sherman there almost knocked out. Captain out in the open. Panther 4 taking hits there, down to half health. Stormtrooper dealing with the can. Stug moves ahead. Another hit there. Stormtrooper's almost wiped out here. In fact, needs to retreat. Another hit there. Stug almost knocked out. And there we go. Gets it. Again, the high rate of fire makes the M1 very lethal to medium armor. That means the Stug is actually extremely vulnerable due to, in fact, its very low armor comparatively. But third Stormtrooper squad, allowing me to further push forwards aggressively. Also close to being able to get assault rifles up. So here, time for the mid-game analysis in terms of damage, armor hit, kills-wise. Armor hit, but not as much as I'd like, obviously. In terms of army value, though, he's actually reasonably ahead. In fact, we can see here where sort of the previous assault really went sour for me there with the 2-2s being wrecked. Huge dip there, leaving me in quite the awkward position. I can bring up the Panther 4, which is sort of stabilised things. Slight dips here, where again, he was sort of behind me. But overall, right now, he's rather in the advantage. Resource float-wise, he's floating a bit more than me, though I'm also beginning to float it a bit to bring up more armor and other bits. In terms of points held, close game. I mean, again, one of the reasons I did have less army value was, of course, because I pushed a lot more. And again, that does mean more casualties for the Wehrmacht, and it can't suffer them so well comparatively. Though again, there's a brief period here again, which I think coincides roughly there with close to there, sort of the point here after the very poor engagement. There's a huge dip here, but again, slight push forward again there. My aggressive tactics, again, do mean my army value is sort of suffering, but again, it does mean I can sort of control the resource flow, ensuring Dimon can't get a huge advantage over me. But right now, I definitely should consider upgrading some of my stormtroopers with assault rifles. I need to bring up panzer gunners. Always something with assault rifles to further challenge infantry, which will also give me some better flanking options. Following up on this, a half track. Besides another Stroog, once I get another Stroog out, he would also be good to allow me to reinforce on the front lines, maintaining a stronger position around here and also ensuring I don't have to retreat as much, which again is going to make it harder for Dimon to actually push back against me, and that way, you know, gain back massive map control, even decent map control. And again, my job is right now to strangle the snot out of him. And in that sense, you know, being able to sort of secure fuel and cut-offs, that way denying him a lot of resources is very good, and having a half track to support that is very good. Again, the Stroogs and otherwise, then of course how to, you know, not lose too many units here. If necessary, it's better to fall back, but again with a half track that is less of immediate worry. But again, I need to be careful not to get overconfident again and suffer a lot of needless losses here versus Dimon. As for Dimon, more medium armor I think would be a very good choice, as he can push harder back against me. Could perhaps follow up with, say, a howitzer carriage, you know, later slope down some artillery, but also lay down smoke screens. I mean, for his also aggressive tactics, I mean, smoke screens really benefit him, and I would also in fact benefit from a mortar, at least just for smoke screens, sort of help here and there while attacking. So I mean, that's also definitely something I should consider taking back. As for taking for tier 4, currently I just don't think there's much reason for taking for tier 4. I mean, if they buff the Panther, maybe add some kind of good infantry unit to tier 4, I'll definitely consider it, but until then, it's just not worth it, and tier 3 just beats it flat out. But otherwise, again, more medium armor for Dimon. Another half track just reinforces troops. Could also give him a bit more. Again, being able to reinforce during an attack and during defense is a huge benefit. It's just so many people never consider it. But again, it could also help Dimon maintain pressure versus me much better. And obviously, again, that's also why I want to get a half track, so I also can maintain it better. But otherwise, more assault rifles, panther section for him. He should actually consider, you know, getting some of all the weapons that he's got unlocked. I mean, he went for it soon, and in fact, he's got now every weapon rack unlocked. But is he actually using it? No. And he definitely should. I mean, get some like machine guns or BARs and bazookas. Just, you know, get some weapons out there, for heaven's sake, Dimon. Get some weapons out there. Shoot some krauts for democracy, freedom, peace, world peace, and so on there. Also, of course, some mines here and there would also be beneficial, maybe sort of covering up some of the flank routes and so on there. But let's return to the fight here. Panther 4 being repaired. So back here, healing reinforcement, Sturmgewehrs on the way. Again, it does feel like a very costly upgrade. I mean, if it's the infrared assault rifles, I could understand if like 100 munitions, particularly that with tactical advance. I'd actually love that, but you know, that might be a bit too good. But I'd love it.
We are losing a sector.
Which obviously is not necessarily always a good indicator if it's something that should be added. I'm just saying, I'd love it. Anyways, Earhart then getting the stormtroopers, quick suppressing them. We got Pearson's pushing northwards there, good, using an expensive unit to draw away attention there. Stormtroopers push back, and note I've got both MG42s here covering actually Panther going downwards, and of course have to be careful over the M1 again. It is capable of doing a lot of damage to German armour, which is really the important thing about it.
We're losing a capture point. Orders.
Rather than under fire from the Panther 4, their cover is slowly being shattered here. The tractor is sooner tracked not. And there go, moving up the M1 there, Panther 4 bombarding, not quite landing any hits. Stormtroopers moving up there with assault rifles and with Panzer Schrecks, the Raketen Panzerbüchsen. Stroog almost done, there you go, Panther 4 takes a hit there. Captain moving up with bazooka in hand. Still only one bazooka, I'm really surprised at that. And there you go, here, half track Sherman moving up there, Stormtroopers putting back the rifle. Even got tactical advance there, almost right, but also taking a hit there from the Sherman. Panther 4 was knocked out here, but the anti-tank and have to pull back. And Panther Stormtrooper moving out, anti-tank need to move ahead, and there go, Captain moving into the MG42 here. Stormtrooper they take a staggering hit there from the Sherman, anti-tank, and they'll get a good hit in the Sherman as well. Down to half health already. Again, it has a staggering rate of fire. In this case, a pop tactical advantage, but in this case, it gets cleared out by a direct hit here from Dimon's freshly arrived mortar. At the same time, Pearson's doing good work, then just taking away territory in the north here.
A capture point is under attack.
Stroog moving up here, Sturmgeschütz. Captain here caught between two vets and two MD-42s. Still going down here, trying to cover up this path here. And we got a Calliope out there for Dimon, rocket artillery. Able to fire a lot of freedom rockets.
Our supply line just got cut off.
Still hitting in the Sherman. And wipes out here MD-42. With the mortar. Now, so in the north here we got Storms coming up to here with the re-echelons. And Panther 4 almost fixed up. Halfway to Vet 23 and the Ace status, if you will. And there you go, can now equip the Stormtroopers there with assault rifle as well. Sturmgewehrs. Dimon though still a bit on the back foot here. He's having a hard time actually sort of breaking my stranglehold here. And of course, one option with him, you know, don't just go northwards here, forcing me to then pull away everything to defend this territory or risk losing that. And then of course set up fresh defenses here. Instead of just trying to bash through here, where I do sort of hold on, albeit a bit tenuously at the moment, but still I'm holding on there and denying him resources. And as long as I can do that, you know, I've recently got an upper hand there because I'll be getting more fuel than him in the longer run. The Stormtroopers moving ahead here with their Sturmgewehrs moving up close. Ace available here. Also could of course upgrade these Stormtroopers with G43s moving up here close. And there you go. Pops the tactical advantage just as soon as the Calliope barrage hits. Talk about rubbish timing. But there you go, 251.5 track out here. And that's actually one thing about the Panther Brigade. They're actually heavily equipped with half tracks, including ones equipped with the flak drilling AA mount. Fun fact here. Stormtroopers running northwards here against the Major, causing a major reversal. And again, a tactical advantage utilised. Again, it's one of the key elements of making good use of the Stormtroopers. Tactical advance. Troops are healing, reinforcing. Stug Panther 4 here waiting. And the half-track here basically trying to reinforce at the front line, or for that matter, rush my infantry in wherever needed to, for example, quickly exploit an open flank, for example, to get behind and hit some support weapons with my Stormtrooper, really. Engineers there being pinned down. Right from here, or Captain out there was the Panther 4. Stug also firing away. Could, of course, consider pinning my machine on that one. And north again, he's now sort of switching, but at the same time he's still sort of pressuring there a bit, so it seems a bit unclear where he's actually aiming here at the moment. And now it seems ready to push downwards again, possibly even using this as a diversion, you know, making me think, alright, armoured vehicles in the north, and then he makes ready for a swift push down the south. In fact, I seem to be slightly reacting to it, moving the Panther 4 towards the centre, though he needed repairs. Archer here filled to the brim with Stormtroopers. Panther 6 assault rifles here. Another Stormtrooper squad out, quickly engaging with a bun grenade. Leaving the rifle in a pretty bad condition. We actually got bazookas up there from. In fact, he's gone for a lot of bazookas. Sherman engaged by the Panther 4, repairing it up. Half track Stug rushing in. Then rushing back here. One repairing the Panther 4, which is really close to Vet 23, which is really good. High rate of fire, high mobility, Storms to the push back by the A half track. A murderous storm of lead there delivered in the general direction. Captain here versus the Vet 23 MD-42, which had put forward to his cut-off point. And anti-tank being caught pilot, and he quickly suffering losses. One mortar fire was raining down the MD-42, moving up the half track support. Storms moving ahead here. And reinforcing the MD-42 while under fire here from the Calliope, allowing it actually to survive the direct barrage here. Major being slaughtered by the MD-42s is now being done. Sean moving ahead here. Stug there, order 25 vehicles. We got airstrike called in here, some artillery called in, I think, by Dimon. Half track moving ahead. Stormtroopers flanking in here. Stug, Panther 4. Firing wet the Sherman, there you go. Half track uses this to flank behind the anti-tank gun. Pop out the Stormtroopers. Panther 4 goes in after the Panther 4 hit. Blitzes past the anti-tank gun as well. Uses their close being wiped out. He doesn't quite wipe out. Sherman gets away quite nicely. Got the anti-tank gun, but there's so many bazookas here actually. They slightly overwhelming my armour. Stug barely alive here. Took a lot of hits from the anti-tank and was too slow in focusing it down. Trying to get the air half track. Calliope almost knocked out. Going for the fuel cache as well, and there you go. Stug knocked out. Tier Rearson moving ahead. Almost got the Rearsons, and there we go. Wipe them. But we got a further assault here. Panther 4 needs to get away, but I choose the wrong path. In this case, it gets hit by a bazooka rocket, and it's knocked out, costing me all of my armour. And now that A half track, that menace is just pushing forward here to wipe more of my units as I have a full retreat here on my hands. except for the MD-42, which also ended up retreating.
Send orders.
Almost got the Pioneers, and there you go, annihilated. That was a pretty grim battle. That did not work out for me. Bit poorly coordinated there. Should have kept the Stormtrooper inside the half-track, then rushed out, in which case I probably could have cleared out the anti-tank gun quickly, or should at least pop a grenade on it. Or again, had a mortar. Again, there are a lot of things there that could overall been done a lot better during that attack there, but it still did some damage, but sadly not enough, and the overall cost there was much steeper to me, so overall I describe that assault as a failure. Obviously, I mean, I lost a half-track Stug and a ace-level Panzer IV here, and I didn't even get the bleeding Sherman. That constitutes a failure, I'm afraid. No excuses there. Quick hit on the half-track, which is quick to get on the face of the Stormtroopers, which just pushed forward here with a fresh Panther IV on support here. More Panther X here, going for a mix of 2 with assault rifles, 2 with Panther X here. Capture there, being caught here by the assault rifle-equipped Stormtrooper there, almost wiped, and the bastard is finally dead here. Panther forming up as the half-track. 9 kills there, by the way. The half-track has definitely, at this point, paid itself off there with all the damage it's done. Anti-tank and abandoned, so is the MD-42, by the way. Stormtrooper moving ahead, he needs to be careful. Hitting veteran flee there, Panther IV hanging back. And there you go, more Panther X trying to flank behind here. Right, with a lot of bazookas there, finally gets the Panther IV out in the open. Hit on the half-track, but ultimately Stormtrooper into retreat. And insta-wipe there by the Sherman's high explosive round on retreat.
We lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out.
In the north, grabbing here the victory point with the MD-42. And we hit the Panther IV trying again to get past the anti-tank, cleared out, while Stormtrooper clear out the infantry. With their Sturmgewehrs, Panther IV there flanks in. Hits the Sherman instead of the half-track. Oh, of course, now the anti-tank has its exposed towards here. Pioneers could try and grab the MD-42 there, by the way. Can't seem to hit. Other Stormtroopers got back to base there, but I've now lost 2 again. I'm suffering some quite heavy losses. Another Stug on the way there for Germany.
Gun crew just got wiped out.
And Mortar then a bit of trouble, suffering losses there.
On the front line.
Hit on the Sherman there, veterans 1 for the Panther IV, the Panzerkampfwagen. Quick rocket there, Panther IV from back up north, MD-42, this is Major. And Major actually managed to outflank the MD-42 here, getting a lucky kill there on the gunner with his Colt pistol there. MD-42 recruit, allowing him to in precision, then rushing forward here for the Panther X drop behind here by a previous Stormtrooper squad. And in fact, another rifle squad picked up another, meaning both of my Panther X were actually dropped. Bit rubbish like that. Another half-track on the way here for, well, frontline presence, reinforcement and so on there. Panther IV misses the Major quite dramatically poorly. Back here, reinforcement healing. Half-track almost done. Stug covering the center, no pendulum up machine gun though. As for Dimon, he's not actually bringing up any more armor at the moment. I mean, he could still go for more Shermans or a Jackson. I mean, otherwise bringing up more armor is overall a pretty good idea, I would argue. Another 2-3 on half-track there. In the north, Stormtroopers making their way forwards. 13 kills there, 10 kills in the other squad. Working on the Panther IV, the Panzerkampfwagen 4. And there we go, pendulum up machine gun for the Stug. 3G. And using it a half-track to reinforce a bit closer to the front line. Dimon enough is not upgrading his infantry with an anti-infantry, just bazookas. Cache being repaired, fixed up, again running with plenty of fuel, which again could result in more tanks. Moving up the MD-42's held guard in the north, Stormtroopers waiting for it in the meanwhile. Standing watch, there were a corpse of a fallen brother in battle. Did you check his corpse for any goodies, Jürgen? Of course not. He had nothing. He's German. Had he been an American corpse, he'd probably been loaded with sugar and fat. Panther 4 heading southwards there, not entirely sure what to expect, but definitely not a lot of Panzerek bazookas and a Sherman Veteran G2, which is in fact very close to Veteran G3 and hitting the ace level itself. Right from there, taking a nice hit from the Panther 4. Close to Veteran G2, but there you go. Panzerek, Sherman hit, pushing the Panther 4 back. Got the Pioneers with the Panzerek as well, but they're quick to retreat as well. And we actually got another Sherman on the way for Dimon. Almost done. We also got here bazookas on the Major. There are only actually 2 bazookas here. So he's really focusing hard on countering my vehicles with his infantry and just sort of keeping some armor to deal with the infantry instead. Duke running back. Stormtroopers at the half track. Reaction straight into the Veteran MD42 there. 14 kills. 15 kills. Sherman moving ahead, we got more reactions there on the way for Dimon, and there goes Stormtrooper moving up, and there you go, collide with barrage away. Straight against the MD42, shifting away here near the half-tech and reinforcing while at the same time moving it. Another Stug on the way, another Sturmgeschütz for the 112th Panzerbrigade. And we got Stormtroopers trying to sneak behind, look for some easy targets, like say a nice, tasty mortar. So as all of this is happening, he's pushing forward with the Sherman against my Stug, and I'm flanking behind here. Going for his mortars and the other vulnerable units. In fact, we got the mortar there. And the Major goes down as well. Wipe there, bazooka dropped. Stug go down into the Sherman, in particular the Veteran. Now, 3 Sherman with radio net has a high rate of fire. Pioneers nearby here with the Panzerek, doing a lot of damage to the Panther 4, gaining Veteran 2 though. Meanwhile, the Stormtroopers' reign of terror continues here. Anti-tank gun wiped, rear echelons wiped. Even while he's doing a lot of damage in the front, the Stormtroopers in the rear are doing a lot more. But there you go, air half-tech arriving. Force me to retreat them before they get wiped. There you go, Veteran D3. Panzerek doing what they can. Stormtroopers there, trying to retreat. Down to 2 men. But I would say they did a lot of good there, bleeding out Dimon's free areas. And there you go, right moving past it into the Stormtrooper squad, waiting in ambush. Tactical advance up. And a Veteran D3 MD42. There's no way they're going to survive, dropping another Panzerek here. Rifleman trying to charge forward here. Pinned down in front of the machine gun bunkers here. Sherman with a half-tech moving forward while the ace Sherman there is being fixed up here in the increasingly unsafe rear lines. Again, if another Stormtrooper squad were to appear, they could be wiped, giving me a Sherman tank in theory if it were to do that. Instead, the arm side versus Sherman, failed to penetrate, but there you go. Stug, on the other hand, does penetrate. A half-tech there firing away, almost got the Sherman tank. More inside the armor piercing rounds, and Stug lands the final hit. They're cooking up the Sherman like a discount oven from China, and there you go, Sherman, or air half there, quickly gets away. Mortar crewed again. He's suffering a lot of mortar crewman losses.
All done over here.
Man, I wish I had some wieners now, I could roast them. God, that would be disgusting. That's diesel. Anyway, Stormtrooper hit with Pioneers. Panther 4 following up support here as well. And there you go. Rapidly shooting down the reactions there thanks to Veteran 3 and assault rifles. Anti-tank with fires. Fails to penetrate. Panther 4 blitzes ahead here. Stormtroopers moving ahead here as well. Stug following up. Gets behind the air half track. Stormtroopers are pressed, but they might be enough to get off an anti-tank grenade. On the anti-tank gun, Stug moves up to his Sherman. Veteran 3 firing away. And again, gets the bonus flank being close to Calliope, but suffering heavy damage. They need to pull back. Stormtroopers push back though. Got the mortar crew again. And the Stormtrooper squad, he could try and push forward. Still, he managed to get away there with the Sherman. Stormtroopers pushing forward here for the anti-tank gun crew. And Ravnir versus Pioneers, Stug and Panther 4 quickly suffering losses there. Close to Veteran 3 as well. Almost knocked out though here by the rifleman. Dimon though is looking a bit raw there. Not a lot of infantry, mostly the echelons. Looks like the first arm, and it's increasingly getting depleted and forced to rely on other units rather than basic riflemen, which did happen actually. And which did result in one case of the Germans finding themselves with a full Sherman company to utilise for their own benefit. Sherman they almost knocked out here. 22 kills. I mean, he's really done well with that Sherman, to be honest. And there you go. Fuel cache finally goes down. Cut off secured again. Stug falling back. And Panther 4 here back for some serious repairs. 28, 18 kills. More reactions there for Dimon. He's desperately throwing out everything he can onto the field here to gain back. And go reactions versus the stormtroopers, and they quickly retreat, realizing they are outmatched and outgunned. Still, he's got his Sherman ace there. Quick grenade here. Only pushing them further into the stormtroopers, into the outer fire. And there you go, tactical advance, wrapping up close, don't stand a chance, another stormtrooper squad moving hit there. Reassurance rapidly sent running. Another Stug there. Just in case Dimon managed to bring up more army. In fact, he could easily go for another Sherman, but thanks to just throwing out so many reassurance, he can't bring up more tanks. There we go, back in action. And again, as long as it's near any other vehicles or armor, it will get its bonus there, which increases range of fire. Not range, but rate of fire, and of course line of sight. Making it that, you know, meaner. Just not a lot of people remember that one. And there you go, he quickly separates there. Obviously doesn't want to keep the Calliope close to the front line, but you know, he could still go for another Sherman.
Looks like we're getting into the excitement.
Another push here to set up another sort of defensive line here. Second Stug arriving for Germany for the Panther Brigade, which there are surprisingly few books on actually.
To 100 points.
Bit of shooting there against a rifle trying to sneak north, stealing the motorway finally. I grab it. Also crewing the anti-tank gun there. Half track would be nice and helpful here actually. There you go, Panther versus the Sherman, anti-tank gun there. Also flying a bit away I think. Release some rockets, flying Stug coming up. The Sherman takes hit, Verging 2 for the Stug. There you go, Verging on another Panther 4, that is 2. Panther 4 aces, rifleman there being crushed and shot to death here by the Panther 4. No pin machine here by way for the Stug, although we're getting one there. MD4 zooming up, stormtroopers could also stand to move forward here. A lot of bazooka fire there against the Stug. Panther 4 trying to go up as well, trying to crash some. There we go, excellent hit, they're killing numerous of them. More kills, Stug moving ahead there, ambulance in sight. And there we go, ambulance down. Calliope next here, possibly. Desperate to chase me, got light machine guns, another reassurance finally. And another unit there wiped. Complete chaos and pandemonium here for Dimon. His ace is finally gone. And his Calliope soon dead as well. He's trying to fire barrels here, but main gun gets destroyed. And the Calliope goes down here. Trying to pull back here, but too many vehicles in too small space. It does result, I think, in some pathing issues in the Panther 4 for some reason. Pulls in front. He exposes his rear armor to all of the bazooka troops. That definitely does not help with survivability here. And that follows with a quick few rockets, which easily penetrate the frontal armor before knocking out completely.
Tactical point being captured.
So that was a tragic loss there. For some reason, 2-2 down the way, that was a misclick. I was actually intending to go for the half track there.
Our supply line just got cut off.
And there you go, cancelling the 2-2. 251 on the way here. Stug's pulling back. 21 and 32 kills there. Another show on the way for Dimon, but barely any victory points.
Well, grab your pull everyone back. We're down to 10 points.
And there we go, GG, a victory in the end for the Wehrmacht, though it was pretty brutal and close at times, partly again due to me getting overconfident, I always make some mistakes there again. Mortars would have helped, I think, in many cases by being able to lay down a smoke screen, thusly covering up the assault, minimizing the damage taken, for example, by my tanks and vehicles, and allowing for more chaos in his line. So, I mean, that was definitely some mistakes I made there, though Dimon also managed to keep up pressure good and sort of make decent use of units, but again, too slow in bringing up more armor, and definitely a failure not to upgrade his infantry sooner with better weapons. Had Dimon done that, he probably would have done better. And again, he also got too caught up in times and just trying to break through me head on, without again laying down any smoke screens, or then at least choosing an alternate path of attack. So that's also something there. Dimon could have done a lot better versus me, and overall Providence, you know, reasonably well succeeded. But overall, it's just a new build here from the Wehrmacht. Again, no real tier 1, instead tier 2 and tier 3, which probably, I mean, if you skip tier 1, tier 2 is pretty reasonably well suited for fighting, and of course then go for tier 3 and go to force. Tier 1 I just feel like at the moment just doesn't give you enough. Maybe as a back take for mortars, but beyond that it just seems a bit limited overall, just weak then, same with tier 4 really. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gives you different matches. If you did, subscribe, tell a friend, share it with everyone. If not, send a new player to some feedback in the comment section. If this is ImperialDane, cheers. Thank you for watching and hope to see you tomorrow for another exciting episode. And also, of course, if you do like the Propagandacast and wish to support it, do consider donating. Links are in the video description, PayPal or Patreon. Either is appreciated, and thanks already now if you do. Cheers.